on the Toronto Raptors. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Outside, Markkanen. That three off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Turner. And Capella sends it back.
Well, Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
And it's sent back by Turner. Here we go, one-on-one. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Screen by Capella. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Turner. Cranes the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bridges misses.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And here's Harden. Shoots over Bridges. And again, it's Toronto converting.
That sweet lefty stroke of Harden. So sound in his mechanics. A tremendous jump shooter.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Right wing. Toronto needs to get off a shot. No good from Finney-Smith.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. A deep three from Thompson. No good, unable to end this run.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome today.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. I know one thing the Kings wanted to focus on this season, and Brent, that was defense.
Well, they're a team that's been at the bottom of the league on the defensive ratings for quite some time. And one way to remain competitive is to bring your defensive intensity on a nightly basis. It's going to be a point of emphasis for this new coaching staff to get these guys on board.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
When it comes to teams that have struggled in recent years, the Kings come to mind, and those recent years actually extend out a lot longer than anyone wants to admit. It's just been one tough season after another.
Pass to Bull. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's McCollum. The shot misses. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Ball, the bounce pass. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I think Lonzo is doing a better job at this stage of taking his game just a lot more serious when he came into the league.
The Kings trail by 10. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Down low. Stolen by Bamba. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Back to ball. 4 seconds left. Another shot, and it's good on the way up.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
The Kings trail by 12. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Turner. Harden surveying the D. From deep three-point range. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
Pass to Duran. Johnson, a wide open look. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Harden up top. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shoots the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Raptors leading by 12.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Bridges for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Towns. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
And it's Harden with the ball for Toronto. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Towns in the corner. Harden outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Fred VanVleet.
There's a minute 47 left here in the second.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Kings substitution. Durant.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. A three from Bogdanovich. Durant pulls it in. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
The Kings trail by 14. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. Good, and Grant gets the assist. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Here's Bamba. And the jump by Bamba.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pass to Bull. Now here's Isaac. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. And so it's Toronto finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kicks it out to McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Harden outside from the stripe. That one misses. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Pass to Turner. Nifty move. Back to ball. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Back to ball. Thompson outside. And Ball slams it in.
But you're always looking to see if somebody has a better shot, even if your name's Klay Thompson. Nice dish.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Turner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ball for the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Bridges outside. Thompson outside. Back to Bridges. Turner with the steal. Fast break Toronto for the finish. And the dunk by Towns.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Poked away. Stolen by Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 5 points so far. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Kings. Down by 15. Got a piece of it. Caldwell Pope with it. Bridges covering. Count the basket. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Thompson way outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
And hey, what a career Caldwell Pope has had to this point.
He's been such a great complementary guard. He just takes care of the ball. He shoots well all over the floor. He's a three-point threat. He certainly accepts the responsibility and the challenge defensively. He's carved out a career, and it's going to get longer.
Back to Harden. And the layup falls. He's got 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Screen by Grant. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCollum. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
Here's Harden. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second-half run.
But with the confidence growing, that's one thing. But they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Grant. The Kings trail by 19. Here's Johnson. Towns with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. And again, Toronto no luck. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's got 8. From deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That one a little long.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's McCollum. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes.
18.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Kings trail by 18. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Grant. And stolen by Bull. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by McCollum. Now Bowl. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Sacramento ball. Substitution on the court.
And so here's Sacramento. Outside, Ball. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Toronto leading by 18. A 3 from Bogdanovich.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Out to Thompson. 3-pointer. And they get it back. On the wing, Thompson. 3-pointer. That one, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yeah, and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Back to Bridges. And stolen by Bowl. Isaac with the ball. Bridges covering. Here's Bowl. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break. Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Pass to Thompson. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the 3.
Harden's shot is off. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
And Harden launches it from deep. Markkanen pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bridges, no one around him. Buries it from 3-point range.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Outside Turner. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Outside, Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Miles Turner,
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
41 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Van Vliet. And it's sent back by Turner. This one for three. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Duran slams it in.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Finney-Smith. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
This in my tube socks, salute. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Can't remember who. It's too hot. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Yes. Staircase confessionals. This in my tube socks, salute. We giving out sermons on these rooftops.
Hey yo, grandma read from Matthews in the book of Joseph. Learned the cash rules, started. Is an omen. If you owe men, then pay the ticket or they pay a visit in a low tent. My theory is you lames on the low end. What your tribe called you cornballs never get no wins. Cherish your freedom, the inside of them is different. I sold the plate to a fallen angel in Hell's Kitchen. I seen on the street corner, it smelled sickening. Told a homie to watch his step, then he out of sight, out of mind. Quickly how they forget you, it was fake love for real, only the call it my it was made to. As far as flows, everything I say celestial. Hand Cecil off a bit, call it a test tube. We'll make him come back and spend everything. That's a chess move. Know the difference from king, queen, and pawn, rook and castle. Out to snatch you. Came up.
Can't remember who. Too hot. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Staircase confessionals. This in my tube socks, salute. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Can't remember who.